and welcome back to yet another political episode. So, you all know what this video is going to be about. It's going to be about the debates, the fourth disastrous, pretty much the biggest disastrous debate in the GOP 2023 debates. But before I want to get into that, I want to let you know, guess what's on the map? The North Star states now on the map. That's right. Late November, Minnesotans took a poll on who they thought would be the best for president. This Trump, DeSantis, or Nikki Haley. Trump won that poll by 60% of the popular vote. That doesn't surprise me. Minnesota is consisted of a dominantly Trump majority state. This poll released by Bold Research had Trump 60%, Ron DeSantis in second place, 17%, and Nikki Haley at 12%. So, yes, Nikki Haley is not that popular in the state of Minnesota, according to this poll. Ron DeSantis is, although, ahead of her by a couple. Vivek Ramaswamy, 4%. Chris Christie, 1%. Although he has withdrawn, Doug Burgum at also 1%. So, yeah, I just wanted to share that. I was pretty excited when I saw that poll come out. Hyped. So, yeah, Trump winning, obviously, because I want to let you know, of course. Minnesota, Minnesota Republicans tend to be more Trump MAGA leaning, and I don't see why, because Minnesota has been in a state oppressed by left-wing agenda for years. So yeah, I'm not surprised. So let's get into the topic of this video. It's mainly going to be about basically I want to talk a lot about the debates, the horrible fourth debate. What happened? What went wrong? Well, a lot of us say, okay, it was more like a clown show. And a lot of us are saying, yep, Donald Trump won this one. Despite him not being in the debate, it comes to prove that these debates were worthless and pointless, and it shows that Donald Trump has yet continued to increase his lead in the last couple in the third debate. From the third debate to the fourth debate, Donald Trump has reached 60% when it comes to his support by polls. So it clears to say that Donald Trump is indeed the winner of the fourth debate, and it really turned into too much of a circus show. But if you want to take Donald Trump out of it and you just want to say, oh, you judge who's between the four, I would say Ron DeSantis. Here is why. Ron DeSantis wasn't booed, and plus he had a good performance against Gavin Newsom in his debate against him last week. He got to flex Florida's good record, and he also managed to apply that record to his presidency, quote, if he wins this whole thing, which he won't. So let's basically, I want to take a look at, Ron DeSantis won. But there are the neocons, and pretty much the neocon audience in the Tuscaloosa, I think that's a city, Alabama, full of neocons. I think News Nation or Fox News, I believe, hosted a debate. They pretty much hired a bunch of neocons cheering on for Nikki Haley, and all Nikki Haley did was cry war, 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 war. She wants to bomb Iran. She wants to bomb Russia. She wants to send troops into Ukraine. She wants to send troops into Israel. This is going to start World War III, and Vivek Ramaswamy is smart enough to know this. And Vivek Ramaswamy is trying to put some logic into Nikki, okay? Put some logic. Hey, Nikki, where do you want to deploy your troops? Where? And then that brings up the discussion of the Ukrainian provinces. And, name those provinces in southern Ukraine. Blank. And then, in result, Nikki Haley pulls the latest move, the big Democrat move, which is a huge red flag. Beware of that. She cries sexism, and then here comes big old Chris Christie coming in saying, hey, that's sexist, you go on and on. He goes on and on. I mean, look at he's getting more bloated and red than Nikki Haley. Nikki Haley's grinning like I was so special, and meanwhile, Chris Christie's getting all triggered and all like this doesn't even concern you, and it makes me feel good. I mean, Nikki Haley must feel good that she has a good free bodyguard. Doesn't get any pay. I mean, let's give it Christie some credit. He did attack Nikki Haley too at some point, but then he says, "Oh, I knew Nikki Haley for 12 years." Okay, yeah, you're basically establishing, patting the Haley campaign in the back. Yeah, yep, you guys are okay. Yep, you guys are perfect. Go ahead. Well, I'll go ahead and win this election. And that's what you kind of do not want. Yeah, and Chris Christie is in for this is just all all he is in for this is just to all he is just going to get Trump out. That's the reason why he's in this silly election is because he wants to get Trump out. And Trump is not even in. I disagree with part. I think he should be at the debates because he is a contest. If you are going to run in an election, you need to show up at the debates to show, okay, you are going to communicate with the communicate with your audience, communicate with your base, and kind of reflect with your party. So yeah, that's what kind of bothers me that Trump's not showing up and Trump didn't show up. But yeah, and then you let Chris Christie stand there giving insult after insult about Trump, and that's just it. If Donald Trump ever goes to prison and he doesn't get this nomination, which we don't want to think about it, but it could happen. Chris Christie's out of here. Job done. Job's done. He drops his campaign, and he's probably going to go and endorse fellow Nikki Haley, who's probably polling much more for higher than DeSantis. I mean, how did she even get up there? Do they not understand that she's probably going to destroy this planet nuclearly? I mean, if she wants to go and bomb Iran, she said, "Oh, I'm not going to go and bomb Iran." Well, guess what? The actions that you're going to commit as president is going to lead Iran getting bombed. So yeah, I pretty much guarantee you, if Nikki Haley is president, she's going to deploy troops into like Taiwan, Israel, the Levant, and Ukraine, and boom, there you go. We're fighting Russians, we're fighting Iranians, we're fighting Chinese. This is World War III, and we seemingly, according to our poll results, do not care. We care less. Yeah, technically, Ron DeSantis is in the lead, thank goodness. I mean, I cannot personally, and yeah, Vivek Ramaswamy, yeah, Haley took a huge surge over Ramaswamy. Yeah, I'm like, seriously. And a lot of people don't like Vivek anymore because they think he's a hotshot. And I will admit, Vivek, I can see where he's coming from. He wants to appeal to the more younger youth audience of the Republican Party and say, hey guys, look at me. I know what I'm doing. I'm young. I'm capable. I have a plan. Let's do this. But then again, there's also being very cocky. Which many voters and a lot of politicians do not like. And ultimately, the media fan base, the neocon establishment, along with Fox News, basically painted him as a cocky child. And that's what pretty much made him fall in these polls. I mean, let's give him some credit. He's doing better than Crispy Chris. And yeah, if Crispy Chris ever goes past Vivek, it's over. But yeah, as of right now, though, Donald Trump, look at huge surge. He took a big dive up past the 60s. He is almost up to 70%. This could be most likely a huge wipeout when it comes to winning every single state contest in the Republican primaries. And now, as you saw, thankfully, Minnesota was the very first state in months since August. I shouldn't say months. Since August to release a poll. Now, I mean, August, it's December, you know. It's December. Yeah, there should have been polls firing out. But yeah, Minnesota is the first state since August to release a poll regarding the primaries. And yeah. So, what do you guys think regarding this issue with Trump and DeSantis? Well, more about the fourth Republican debate. Pretty disappointing, although it did expose how it kind of made Trump look very good, despite him not being there. Because he saw how clownish and big buffoons they were being. Especially Haley acting all innocent, giving the grin to Chris Christie. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Krispy Kreme. Thank you. And like, thank you for the free money. Thank you for making me look good, because Nikki Haley couldn't even defend herself. She won't even attack Vivek back. She never even went to Vivek, and instead she hired Crispy Crisp to go and get Vivek out for him. Wow, that's pretty lazy for him. I mean, I would say realistically, I would say realistically, yeah, Haley is a big charmer. She knows how to charm conservatives. Like, oh, look at me, respond to me. Like, it's really, really annoying. So yeah. So what do you guys think regarding the debate? Regarding the JV squad and the neocon debate. Anyway, I want to thank you all. I'll see you guys in the next political episode.